welcome, one and all, to another edition of SoulSym Showcase. It's Friday, and you know what that means. We're back with Aspects and Envoys. As usual, I am your host, SoulSym Mirak, and with us this evening, Wondox.
I am Wondox. Oh, I'm going to say something important about gangs and responsibility. Let's have a meeting, guys.
Virtuous.
Let me walk around the earth. Man.
Let me walk around the earth because. Oh wait, no, now I'm Virtuous. Hey, what's up, guys? I can do a Mojo too.
There is a Mojo present, I believe.
I'm so curious.
My name is Mojo, and I'm not going to be here because I'm going to take care of things over there, because you guys are all incompetent and I just don't care anymore. But then I'm going to show up and be really frustrated that I wasn't here to keep you guys in line because, look, y'all fucked up and now I'm mad.
I fucking up.
Last but most assuredly never least, Maha.
You got a game.
All right, let me start talking real deep. Oh, wait, no, let me sit up straight because I am Maharashtra, aka Papa Rashtra, aka Mecca Maha. I have so many names. Oh, and Grandpa. Aha. Also, I use
Okay,
magic
that
now.
one hurt my feelings.
No, it's the regression journey. There's the regression journey. That's a side story shot. It's great grandpa Maha.
No.
Yeah, you inherited your name from your great granddaddy, who was the best to ever do it, apparently, and
Literally.
you know, doing at 12 what adults don't try with less than 6 people. Go for it. Is it? So we are back with episode 28 of Aspects and Envoys. Last week, we had a combat test. The week before that, the Aspects had arrived in Gilport on the continent of Gilthea, and they are currently going through the customs process to get their permission to travel through the Imperial territory. While their paperwork is being processed, they are allowed to browse the city, but they are not allowed to leave Gilport until their documentation is ready. Upon their arrival, Mojo did what Mojo does and attempted to scout around and get a lay of the land, and was immediately told to cease and desist by the Empress herself over MindLink. Wandox purchased some standard supplies and local attire and paid with way more money than he needed to. And Virtuous almost crossed the line by shapeshifting into an Apogee that, rather, without sufficient enough knowledge of the local culture to make himself appear as anything other than a threat. So there's a watchful eye over Virtuos at this moment, and a cautious eye on all of the aspects in general. However, the city of Gilport is large and sprawling. There are many docks and lots of merchants that offer a number of different services, and the Apogee soldier presence is a little bit less intense than it is in the capital, but it's still a 1-to-1. For every for every citizen of Gilport, there is a Apogee guard, an Apogee drone, assigned to policing them. So, without too much more ado, we shall paint the scene for our aspects that are present with us this evening. As we last left our party shopping through the open markets, I believe Maharashtra was carrying his dirty dozen as well as Avril as they wandered around looking for what exactly? Or was there anything in
We were,
particular?
I believe we were going to child.
You,
Uh,
I believe you wanted to like take them to like a family thing. You were looking for like something for the kids to do, if I remember correctly.
yeah, something that children can, look in awe of, like seeing like special sand or something like that.
What if a statue or a playground in the sand
Yeah.
Sand ground. Okay.
or a surfing sand ground? They have like windsurfing. No, that's dumb. Why would the fuck would you put
Or
new?
just a giant sandbox.
You know what? Yeah, a
Uh,
giant playground. This is a
just a giant sandbox for these week old equivalent of 6-month-old babies. Um,
That's good enough. They're 6 months. They give
yeah,
this. They
Yeah,
yeah, they're able to move. Yeah. Um,
yeah they're roaming.
yeah. So that. All right, give me a luck check, please, sir.
Which one of us? Yeah, Maha, you got it, bro.
Yeah,
Go
Maha.
find it.
19.
Good sauce.
Ooh.
Session rolls in session rolls, but for
Oh,
future reference, roll in session rolls for session.
future
Please.
references.
Future
Yes.
reference.
We are here,
Um,
dog.
So with a 19, everything is uneventful. The kids are playing with sand. Uncle Vert made a bunch of buckets and shovels for them to scoop and transfer and play with. Several of the children, 2 or 3 of the children, are just purely like they're just fascinated by the sand itself, while the others are working or they're playing with the shovels, carrying them around, swinging them at people. And this
Wait, I have a
evening,
question.
yes.
Uh, so, little miss aspect of growth, because you said that she grows it twice. So
Hmm.
if there's 6 months, that means she looks about a year, right?
Um, she hasn't awoken her mantle just yet. She
Got
has
you.
it. She
Okay.
will. She will have it. Yes, but it has not awoken just yet because her brain is not entirely there. So she's got to
Got you.
give herself
Okay,
a little
good.
bit more time to get her legs under her. Then it'll be good. Uh, Next we have Virtuous, which what were you what looking into or trying to find out about while here?
Uh, Vert at first had been exploring the culture. I remember he had tried some kind of pepper and almost died.
Hmm.
Um, and that had really been it for him. So now he's doing what he's usually doing after making the toys and equipment, the whole beach set for the kids and fam. He's drifting around, just kind of observing the culture, knowing that these guys are watching him. He's trying not to do anything covert or sneaky, so he's not like being invisible or being a creep. He's just kind of floating around.
Okay. So observing Apogee culture is, or rather,
Particularly the magic though. Like that's one thing he's curious
okay.
about. How they perform magic.
So the Apogees themselves are, as I said, they are ant-like creatures, humanoid ants that um, have a very potent hive mind, a very strong hive mind, and a natural affinity for psionics. Uh, they're the movements that you can see is very similar to that of, I'd say, British Royal Guard. Um, excuse me. The majority of the drones that you are able to see within Gilport are posted in various locations, with a level of stoicism that you can only really attribute, or rather not attribute, but you can only really compare to like Stone Guardians and Sentinels. Though,
Okay.
whenever a disturbance occurs, there is a acknowledgement from the Sentinels, from the drones that are posted along the streets themselves, and a rapid response from elsewhere. The guards that are witnessing the altercation initially are never the ones that respond to it. Um,
Okay.
and the response is always swift. Always. Within 2 minutes, there are enough drones to handle whatever the situation is. An altercation between Dragonborn happens down the block from the playground, and within a couple of rounds of combat, like a few blows exchanged between the Dragonborn, there are 6 Apogee guards present with spears drawn, insisting that they calm down.
Hmm.
And yeah, outside of that, however, the city itself is very lively. It's very vibrant. There's a lot of conversing, a lot of laughing, drinks, and things of that nature. You hear the faint sounds of partying in the larger buildings. Uh, it's it appears to be, it seems to be coming from above you, like on the third and fourth floors of some of these buildings.
Are they actually able to make facial expressions? I know they have like ant heads, so I don't know if they have exoskeletons on their faces or.
They have crude expressions. Uh,
Hmm.
they're though their eyes, they're more expressive with their eyes than they are with the rest of their face. Their eyes and their antenna. Um, so you can, similar to the animation that you would expect from like a Spider-Man cosplay, or like a
Mhm.
Spider-Man movie, or
Yeah,
the, with the narrowing of the external
the bug eyes.
limbs, right,
Yeah. Okay.
and a
So
lot of feeler expressions, vibrations.
they probably won't get mad if I do this. Vert would very subtly and very naturally grow a antenna out of his forehead. Not exactly like the Apogees, just
Mm-hmm.
general antenna. He wanted to feel all the same sensations that the average people did. And he knew that antenna senses were slightly different than every other sense.
Mhm.
But he'd also drift over to probably one of the guards. Um, hello. I wait. I don't have to do that anymore. Oh, this is so much easier. With a smile, kind of leaning his head back and closing his eyes, speaking telepathically.
Mhm. Uh,
Hello there. Where would one go to learn how to improve their abilities, like a school or an academy or a training ground? The lore keeper part of his mind was eager to check out their libraries too, but he gets to that.
Citizen, the the war grounds are on the southern coast of Gilport. The preliminary coliseum is located near the northern gate.
Hmm.
Please forward further questions or future questions to the designated uh, attache drones at public reception, located in every second corner. Conversing with soldiers is strictly prohibited.
Oh, wow. Yeah, like a computer, but also really helpful. Thank you. Will do. I'll stop talking to you now. I'm backing away. I'm leaving. He's like floating backwards. And War Grounds, he said, was that way? All right. Sending the message to the rest of the party.
Mhm.
Guys, I'm gonna do some lore keeper things over at the War Ground and maybe learn some stuff. If you need me, just, well, you know, talk to me in my mind.
Cool. Cast sending. Got it.
Oh yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too. That works. Whatever
Or,
floats your boat or find your lost remote. I'll
or
be out of here.
our space. Got it.
You can also send a letter. I mean, it takes a long time. I don't know why you
My,
would do it.
my
But...
God, no, no, no. We will call you by
Oh,
Is there fighting?
I'll make you a carrier pigeon.
don't you dare.
What about a
It's,
carrier pigeon captain hat? Oh, we can add that to the
Oh my God, sir,
I'm
this
for
no,
it. I'm
this
100% for it.
carrier
no.
pigeon
Or
captain hat
Captain
on the
hat.
way.
Look here. Make it
does
a
everything.
spiritual animal that you delegate. Let's do it like that. How about that? A spiritual animal. Rather
Captain
soul.
hat on the way.
No, this place, is there fighting there?
Yes, war grounds. There's well, I assume they're just fighting. It's where they train.
War ground sounds like a combat place.
Hmm. I'll be
Sir,
there after you.
sir, okay, y'all do that. Then I gotta go talk to somebody.
Take duo.
Why? Leave Dua here with Maha. Maha doesn't know the city. You do.
To be honest, Maha scares duo.
Then I'm gonna take Maha. You give Duo to Vert. Vert don't know the city.
I'm going with Vert. What like
Vert's going. Wait, Vert, where are you going?
I am a lore keeper, sir. It's my job to know everything about everything.
He's going to a library.
yes,
I'm
but
going to the battleground.
the library has fights.
Yes. I
No, it
think.
doesn't.
Wait, maybe?
No, it doesn't.
If we get there and there's no fights, I'm going to be very upset.
He said there was a different place for fighting.
I said I was going to learn. You know, we're really bad at this communication thing. I'm going to the war
Why I'm
ground.
clearing it up. That's why I'm
There's
clearing it
training.
up.
In the training, there's also some learning. I'm going
Oh
to
my
learn
God! Look
about
here.
how they
Look here.
train.
How about this? How about this? How about this?
Oh, I can write a book for you.
Vert,
Huh?
Vert, show me where. Tell me where it is. Just tell me where that little place is, so he can go there, and maybe Maha will want to go with him.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna go talk to a friend about the other aspect that we came here to see.
All right.
Cool. And then the party separates.
As I head off that way, in my hands, I am crafting a bird that can transform into a hat, and I'm sending it to one.
Roll for
Like I so want to just kind of give this a boost if I can.
I'll wait for Mojo to show up so we can work.
Oh yeah, like
Best
make
bird
him
captain hat.
weird.
Yeah, it's an eagle. It's a peregrine falcon. So it's like
Yes.
one of the fastest birds.
yeah, you
Yes.
just throw it up in the air and
Yeah,
it just
that'd
comes down
And
and
every
snaps.
time Wondox uses super speed, it caws like dramatically.
A roll for a speed index.
Or it's a condor.
Ooh, clever.
Alright.
To the pits.
So great DM, sir. Am I rolling for my bird?
It's a joke for me. You don't really know.
Yes, hold on just a moment.
Yeah, does he
so-
have to roll to create a CR1 monster? Yeah.
No, I'm rolling.
The bird's going to need
I'm
some
gonna
perks. It's going to be able to.
be
It's
the
got to be able to keep up with him. It's got to be able to screech loudly enough so that even though he's using super speed, people can hear the caw from like across the world. And it needs some stuff.
Oh, it's his war cry for every time he hits a new boss.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going to add sound effects to his speed movement.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm
So you're
beating the
making
fuck
a
out of you.
carrier pigeon hat for Wondox.
Yes, they
Carrier
can send them-
condor.
Even for
A carrier
Carrier
condor.
condo.
Carrier condor.
he's making it to me, and I'm just confused when it comes to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when it dives onto the ground, it turns to a hat mid-flight and slams onto his head.
And no, because I'm gonna turn it to a vehicle if you send that shit to me. I'm gonna be dead ass about that.
It's gonna be your antenna.
It's like I'm gonna have a hover.
It's gonna be I was gonna say it's gonna be the radio bite part.
Wait, actually, yeah. If I can imbue like detect thoughts on that thing too, definitely would give it that to him.
Turning it
Okay.
to a vehicle. I'm letting you know right now.
All right, give me a. Well, I mean, you wouldn't need to roll to make that. To be completely honest with you, your bonuses kind of cover you for that
Marvelous.
because your intelligence score is what?
20. Hold on, I got you right here. 26.
26. That means you got. Oh, hold on. Things are moving. Things are moving way faster than they're supposed to. 26 means you got a +6. Yeah. And your Arcana skill?
I think that's my 21.
21.
21.
Do something.
Two sons, 6.
Yeah. Okay, so you'd be rolling 4d10 for your check if you were to roll at all. 4d10 plus, I think it's your proficiency bonus is a 7, 6, 7. Yeah, proficiency
7.
bonus is a 7. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, go ahead and roll it. 4d10 plus 14.
I forgot to do the explosion thing. That's another D10.
Yes. Did you do it in? You didn't do it in
Oh,
session.
oh.
rules.
Son of a mother. I am so sorry. Should I roll again?
If you would like to.
Okay. 4d10
E
And
E10.
be E. It was E. Okay, 4d10, E10 plus 14. Let me roll that in the other chat. Session rules. 4d10, E10 plus 14.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What? 48.
Okay, 48. Yeah, you're good. You are able to successfully um, make the condor the condor cap, and Wondox. You now have a condor hat on your head with a beak for the bill and wings curved to the back.
Soul, does it have a spirit in it?
Give me the what was it? The DC
Where did it come from? That's the real question. Where did it come?
Facts.
creation, and it has to roll a.
It's a D100, but I just need to know where on the goddamn realms of did it come from.
Right, right.
And the where.
Nature needs to roll 12 plus its hit die to bind a soul. So, how many hit die did you give this creature? How many levels?
Captain's hats have to brave battle and warfare, so I'm trying to make it pretty beefy.
Okay, so we'll call it 6 hit die. Just to so it needs a DC 18. Roll me your deal, please, sir.
Is that with the core 4? How does that
Yeah.
translate?
Um. So
Is that
we're
E?
rolling. Um. It's got a wisdom saving throw. So your wisdom score is what?
My wisdom score is 5.
How
That's your
you
modifier.
Oh
low?
wait.
That's your
4.
modifier. 4.
Oh, wisdom
Your,
score
Oh
is
your modifier. Yes,
18.
yes. You said 18. Yeah, so that's a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 4. So that is 4d6 plus 7. Well, no. This thing will be a plus 3. So 4d6 plus 3.
46 plus 3. It's 28.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So yes, this is an intelligent condor, and it hails from the elemental plane of air.
I know my DC, and we always make sure that failure is low on this one. So anything above, I believe it's 20.
Mm-hmm.
I I'll roll it in and roll 20. I like that. 33.
Okay. 33.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So you're good. You're able to bind a spirit of wind to this bird.
How big
I'm
was the
sorry.
bird?
Well, condors are
Oh,
usually
actual condor, actual like condor sized bird.
it can turn into a condor. So
Okay.
um, I would say it's a large bird or
Okay.
a medium-sized creature. So you could make a hoverboard.
That's it. That's what I was. I was gonna ask that. We're making a hoverboard. Cool. I'm gonna make a hoverboard out of this thing, and it's black, sleek, metallic, with some grit with the white metallic where the air pressure would be shooting down from, which would be whatever lifts it up.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want to say, let's say magic sphere. I guess a magical crystal or something like that. It's whereas I guess would be this life force energy would be pushing down on the ground so that way it can lift up and move. Try not to do too much with it because we are in sand and dear God, air blowing on sand
Mm-hmm.
would be really kind of messed up. So I'm doing it at a low pressure, so not that much sand. It's like it moves sand around, but it's not shooting it.
Okay.
I'm gliding.
All right. So your hat triples as a bird and a hoverboard, and you are sand surfing through the streets
Mm-hmm.
to try and find information.
Yep, we're gonna go find a guy. God, what was it? Charisma check.
His name?
I have. Do I need more to roll for it? Or not?
Yes. Cause well, did I give you a name for somebody that you were looking for? Or no.
No, you gave me nothing on that. I
Okay. All
said
right. Yes. So
I
yes.
was using my famous feat of globe trotting, and I know a guy.
Got you. Okay. Cool. So that means that you need to roll me a
Charisma check. You're
charisma
decent.
check. This is nearby. So yes. What's your charisma score?
27. So
27 means that's a sorry.
two
Please.
d8,
2d8,
2d6.
2d6. Yes. 2d8, 2d6. And then you get to add your proficiency
Oh, okay.
modifier. And you're trying to hit a. We'll call it a. We'll call it an 18.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I hit an 18 with my stuff. I did it. If that's not right, let me know.
You are
I,
correct. Well, I mean, you exploded, but
I
I
hit it.
mean,
Don't.
yeah,
It,
yeah, you're
it,
fine. Yeah.
let me
So
roll a d.
yes,
Let me roll a d4, then see where I got them from. A fellow member of the Fate.
fellow member of the faith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does Faith work, school, or grace?
Okay. So you are able to find someone within the local temple of the loving chain.
Well,
His name.
well spread out. That's what we are.
Yes, yes. Give me a D30, please.
I got this. Okay, it's there. I gotta roll in the other spot.
Hmm?
Oh, so I was trying to roll it in D20 for some reason. D20 is like, nah, dog, I'm not gonna roll that. I'm
I
like,
don't want to
okay,
give you a D30.
that D30 sounds stupid. 29.
Okay.
Act 29.
All
So
right. So, that means this guy is
a war criminal.
Mhm, mhm. Is he? Okay, all right. So, oddly enough, it happens to be an Apogee. Uh, he, unlike the rest of the Apogee within Gilport, has a purple exoskeleton
Mm.
and spines that
Spy?
spines that protrude from his legs.
Huh.
Um, his hands are more claw-like, and his mandibles are a lot more jagged. Um,
Oh, bravo. Brother Wondox, how may I assist you today?
Uh, Hi there, old friend. I am looking for somebody, if you don't mind, old friend.
I will do my best to be helpful. Do you have a description?
The best I have is a name, and her name is Jamila. I don't know what she looks like.
Ah, I only know of one Jamila, and she happens to be a part of the Empress's cult. So you would most likely find her within Ozgili itself.
Okay, so she's top official. That work.
Yes, if my information is correct, she is one of the Empress's favored members of cult. So she lives a rather privileged lifestyle and happens to be a protected citizen, as she hails from the Ianan city of. Uh, Hold on. Yes,
Okay.
Kale Inon.
Okay, you know. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so she's probably gonna have a little stick up the butt then. Uh, do you know where specifically she's located at, or do I need to go ask the court about it?
She would likely be in the noble district within Ozgiri. The
Uh,
nobles of the empire happen to be, or the foreign nobles of the empire happen to be rather party heavy, as most delegation is handled by the the suitors and.
Daddy, do me affirmation.
Hold on, just a moment.
Do me
One moment, guys.
affirmations.
Sorry.
mhm. Just like that. Got one back, we lost two.
Okay. Um, the
The nobles happen to live
quite the debaucherous lifestyle.
Ugh.
Many parties and exchanging of imbibements and other substances happen in these noble holidays. So, if you are looking for her, keep your wits about you and always bless whatever you are handed.
Okay then, old friend. I'll leave it at that. any this side question, where would be the closest noble district, I guess, since I need to go there and ask about this maybe debaucherous person.
Uh, Here in Gilport, there is a Lord Sweeney
Lord
who
sweet.
has um, a bit of a infatuation with this Jamila. So if anyone knows where to find her or how to get in contact with her, Lord Twiniavern is your best bet.
Okay. I'll gather the location of this guy, or well, his usual hangout from him. And then I'll go back to the party, wherever they're doing.
Right. So that means we are switching to the Mojo and the Virtuous, with Mojo, I guess, running point as y'all head towards the war grounds.
Yeah, I am. I'm doing the thing where I'm actively slowing him down as he's going by giving him things to distract him. Like we're stopping at every shop, just checking out the fits. Like we're,
The
we're,
fit? Oh, it
we're
works every time.
yes, we're checking out the fits. We're acclimating to the new environment.
Okay, so you're going with a lot of like you're getting a lot of airy silks and uh, chitinous armor. Well, neither one of y'all really wear armor, so yes, flowy silks of various reds and blues, and golds. Um, you're going
I would
with
get a little something for everybody.
okay,
So I just grab a little bit of everything. If I'm not going to use it now, save it for
yeah,
later.
Getting gifts, I got some attendants who need gifts.
mm-hmm. Okay.
And
So
just
gearing up to outfit uh, subordinate parties is what's happening here. Am I understanding that correctly?
And
Okay.
once we're finished, I'm gonna make it seem like it was his fault we were late.
Okay. So give me a charisma check and let's open up this one. Not that one. That's an NPC. Let's open up this one.
Okay, so what is it going to be charisma?
Give me a charisma check and then a we'll call it a investigation.
Okay, got two questions because still trying to get used to this with the
Yes.
core forward.
Right.
If my charisma is a 20,
Mm-hmm.
what am I rolling for charisma?
That's a +4. So you're rolling 4d6 plus 5 plus 4. No, 4d6 plus your proficiency bonus, so it's 10. 4d6 plus 10. 4d6 e6 plus 10.
So 4d6.
E6 plus 10 if you're rolling in roll 20. No, if you're rolling in session rolls Discord.
It's 4d. Okay, 4d6. What?
4d6 e6
Uh,
plus 10.
E?
E6, yes, because it'll explode on sixes.
Yeah. So yeah, nice little 15 on there, and then the investigation. I've what are you doing with the investigation? Because I know I have uh like proficiency in it already. So I was originally rolling with +19. So what am I rolling with now? Is it the same?
So Yes. Wait, your investigation is intelligence based, right?
Yeah, so that'll
Yeah.
be
So
it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
19
19,
total.
which is still a +4. Um, and with a plus, yeah. So it's the same. Four. So exclamation point R space 4d6 e6 +10. Is what I need from you, sir.
Oh, right. I
What?
did read the +10 up there. So yeah, that was 25 for the charisma and
Mhm.
31 for the investigation.
Yes. Okay. So with that charisma and investigation, you are able to locate several vendors of every interest that you could possibly think of on your way to the Southport, and you're able to acquire weapons, pants, tops, head wraps, heat shields, um, in heat endurance potions, jewelry. Yeah, you guys effectively balled on rodeo on your way to the war grounds. And once you arrive, you see this 4-story tall ornate sandstone coliseum that has these Zyak chains lining the outside, the massive, massive links um, adorn the outside of this structure that has the open air arches that you would expect for the to keep ventilation circulating through the Coliseum itself, as well as amplifying the noise of the onlookers and spectators during matches. And as we approach this place, Vert, give me a perception check and
They said they was gonna wash up in the morning.
hmm, yeah, give me a perception check, Vert. Sorry.
All right. So I'll help me with the dice here. Perception is something I am proficient with. And my dexterity is a 5. So is that 5 plus 7? Or is that.
Perception is wisdom based.
Oh, oh sorry.
So
So,
your wisdom score.
I, yeah, it's a 4. 18.
Okay. Yeah. So
So is it 4 plus 7?
yes, 4 plus 7. So you'd be rolling 3D. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 3d10, 1d8 plus 14.
3d10, 1d8 plus 14. All right. So I are 3d10, e10 plus the 1d8 plus
Mm-hmm.
1 8 e8.
Yes.
Okay, plus what'd you say? 14?
14. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
37.
37 in total.
Cool. You are intimately familiar with the sounds that you hear coming from inside the Coliseum. Someone inside is utilizing a glaive that is very similar to your own.
Huh.
And you also see a an apogee with a luminescent blue chitin that has undertones of purple. So it's kind of aesthetically, it's like seeing a blue purple candy paint exoskeleton
Okay.
on this particular apogee that is standing on the top floor of the Coliseum or on the of the war grounds, staring
So
out at
is he is this shell iridescent like a
you. Yes.
it's like a housefly? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So and he's staring at you with an intensity that is unlike anything that you've felt outside of Fracture
Ugh.
and the Harbinger.
Lean in and kind of whisper to Mojo. Is it my outfit? I think it might be my outfit. Was it the antenna? Do antenna offend them? Because they
I'm
are probably.
You turned into an entire bug earlier. I'm pretty sure that image got around. You
Did
know,
it?
you probably set everybody on high alert just a little bit.
I mean, okay, but that's a really intense stare. Look at that. He doesn't even have eyelids, and he is grilling me. Do they have eyelids?
You know, I don't know. I'm just gonna look up. I'm just gonna wave.
I mean, I guess they got those little flap things because they can. Yeah, he would
So
start waving too.
all right, so you both wave. All right, bet. Cool. So when you wave, you see four massive translucent wings sprout from its back as it jumps into the air and hovers down towards you.
Hovers like aggressively, or
Uh,
hovers just like aura, orally, aura farmingly.
yeah, it's like it's uh, give me a luck check.
I got a flat D20.
Yes, sir.
I got a 12.
Okay, so with a 12, he doesn't quite touch the ground when he comes down to greet you, but he will address you as he begins to fly in your direction. And oddly enough, even though you see his mandibles moving, there's no real distortion in his voice when he speaks to you.
Oh, he talking. Huh.
State your business here.
Oh, words. Okay.
You
Mojo. In fact, wait. Oh, I got this. Ahem, sir. Prostrate yourself. You stand before a prince. He would like hold both hands out, almost like Will Smith, like at Mojo. You see this right here? This is Prince Mojo. So state your purpose in asking us ours.
Our Empress has already informed us of the prince's arrival.
Oh,
However, that does not excuse your presence here, thing. So again, I
okay.
ask, state your business. And now he
you
is pointing his glaive in your face.
I am going to kind of step in the way of the glaives and just be like, yeah, there's no need for that. Like we're literally just here. He's here to learn. I'm here to train, or at least watch some training. You know, just like he's new to this, training new retinue. Everything's going fine.
We do not abide the presence of maggots. He will have to
I
prove himself if he wants anything from us.
like you want him to do you like so he gets to fight.
If a fight is what you think will happen,
Like I mean, like what are the requirements for proving oneself? I mean,
Vert is actually cracking up.
I like just the hurt of like, great, I am standing next to this great warrior, and the first thing he does is pick on and just pick on
Pick on the
somebody. Like,
mage.
he has to prove his. Yeah, I was like, God damn it! Like we have to do some relationship rebuilding and everything. So this will be fine. I mean, if it's not fighting, how else? Just hypothetically, how else could he prove himself?
I think he meant he was so good that fighting me wouldn't actually be a fight. He just kicked my
Okay,
butt.
okay. You like to instigate and hide behind things. We're not
No,
doing
that's
that today.
exactly what he said. Isn't that what you said? Scary bug warrior.
Like, is it a test of knowledge,
with
creativity?
all due respect, Prince, you are long-winded, and I simply wish to test the mettle of this maggot before I allow him into the war
Right,
field.
right ahead. I'm getting. Y'all have at it. You know what? Don't hurt him too badly.
He will again point his glaive directly in your face, Virtuous. Prepare yourself.
He stretches his arms out. I really came here to observe, too. His glaive would appear across his shoulders, and he kind of rests his forearms on them.
And
But if you
that,
insist,
and we will swap very briefly, very quickly, to our resident Smith, Zevril, who has been discussing business with a
Yeah.
contact. And you would be speaking with a Count Belris. Sir, it is a pleasure to finally meet you, Mr. Durin. What brings you to our fair city of Gilport?
A fair share of business, sightseeing, the typical thirst of business.
How are you
I mean,
finding
this
it?
is a city of commerce, is it not? Yeah, he'd say that with like a soft smirk on his face.
And how are you finding our fair port city? Is it to your liking?
Thus far, I can say I do enjoy it. It's different than what I'm used to. But
Yes.
different is good. Different is balance. He kind of nods slowly.
Well, um, I'm sure by the standards of Shah, this is relatively the sticks to you, but please, do tell me, what business have you here?
Zevral would kind of smirk hearing that this sticks to him, and he would lean forward and he'd like, "You want me to let you in on a secret?"
No,
I
I
grew
do
up in the
know.
sticks. From the sticks. So, if anything, the sticks are home to me. So, don't treat the sticks like they're such a bad thing.
I never said they were a bad thing, but compared to the magic capital of the world, there's a bit to be desired. We have fine clothes and pretty jewels, but don't have mages casting magic every 10 seconds. Nor do we have your intriguing towers.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about is those intriguing towers, actually. I
Ooh,
wanted to see about setting up a prospective business where I share something with you guys. If you guys would be willing to have it.
well, that is very tempting. I'm afraid that such extensive progress, such an extensive prospect, must be run by our empress before I can do any form of follow through. Contracts must be drafted and reviewed and approved by the empress before we can engage in any foreign affairs. I hope this is not too disappointing to you, sir.
He nod. Of course, I understand the due process of these things, but I do understand that there is still a process to even that process.
Yes.
So, no, it does not disappoint me at all. I hope my humble towers don't disappoint you.
I've been hearing quite a good many things from my little birds.
If you don't mind, hearing and seeing are very different. Would you perchance like a demonstration?
Is that possible without your towers nearby?
A slow smile starts to spread across Zevril's face. If you'll have a demonstration, I can have a tower here for an example.
That is something I am hesitant to agree to at this very moment. Though I
It
do
can
thank you
always
for
be
the offer.
removed afterwards. No worries.
Its removal is not the thing that concerns me. It is acting without the permission of my empress that I am
Oh no,
most
I'm telling you
fearful
to
of.
tell her that. No. He like you see he kind of like starts to bow a little bit. No. I would please relay this information to your empress. This is something I want you to share. I don't want you to act without her information.
All right, so at this point, I would like a wisdom saving throw from you, sir.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. My score for wisdom is a 24. So let's go over to core 4.
I believe that is a 5.
24 is a 5. That is 1d8 and 3d6.
3d6.
Is this
Explosive.
what type of Oh no, not that. I was asking what type of effect is this? So I know if I have like advantage or anything on this.
Technically speaking, it's mind affecting, but uh, it is a wisdom check. It's not it's not inherently hostile.
So then would that mean I do get advantage on it?
Sure, I will allow you advantage.
Okay. 1d8, there you go. Session rules.
Yes, please.
32 is the higher set.
Okay. Um, you catch a little bit of static. Zevril Durin. I had no idea that you were also with the prince. You are curious about expanding into my lands, are you not?
Do I recognize this voice to be the Empress?
You've never heard her voice before, but you can make an educated guess.
Right. Like, I'm like, who else would be talking about this like this? No, my like, okay. Um, Understanding the hive mind, Zevril would give a bow, feeling the presence of royalty, before addressing and before addressing the Empress and saying, uh, "Yes, my liege, that is something that I would like to do."
Very well. Once you have acquired your visas, come to the palace, show me your device, and we will discuss things further.
The only thing I request is area, well, an open space, if you will, for the demonstration. I assume some of the desert around us is usable for that.
Yes, that will be determined as part of our conversation. How about this? Once your papers are confirmed and approved, I will meet you outside the gate, and you can show me there. How does that sound?
He would nod again and give a slight bow, um, before saying, uh, "Thank you, um, Your Holiness. I appreciate the opportunity to share with you my humble technologies." And he kind of give a low bow.
Respectful as ever. Take care. I will see you soon. Next up, I believe we will circle back around to Papa Maha and his tykes. Sir, your children have become rather exhausted due to their extensive playing and now require nappies. Avril has elected to take them back to the dog and wait there until your papers come through. What would you be doing in this moment? Are you going to go back to the dog with your family, or are you going to explore the city and try and find your comrades?
Uh, I'd probably just explore the city. I am, you know, enjoying myself. Not quite looking for anyone, but if anyone comes by, I won't not say hello.
Okay. And are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just looking around?
Nah, I'm just looking around.
Okay. So if you're just looking around,
The only, yeah, being not a monstrosity, having eyes constantly look at me. The only reason they might be looking at me is because I'm a 16-foot tall man at most.
okay. Oh no, that's not what I needed.
Like that's no different than just being a Goliath.
Right. Um. That there. And so while you're roaming around, you do manage to witness a situation between a dragonborn and a very ornate apogee. This apogee is more gold than blue and happens to be wielding a a blade of some sort, but the blade itself is uh, a purplish color, and the dragonborn is rather agitated, as you can, as best you can tell, and the apogee guard is standing as stoically as the other soldiers that you've seen um, around the city. When the dragonborn swings on the guard, it's almost as if, well, if your perception were not your perception, it would look as though the man simply fell to the ground as a part of his attack. Like he looked, a little sloppy, like maybe he's a little inebriated. But because of your battle prowess and your connection to conflict itself, you were able to see that the guard lifted the dragonborn and slammed him in a matter of milliseconds. So he moved at a speed that you were barely able to perceive and floored this dragonborn. At which point, two other soldiers came, picked the dragonborn up, and began to escort him out of the city.
Uh, how close would you say I'm to this situation?
Probably about 50 feet, 50 to 60.
Uh, does this person look? Well, I know he looks very different from like the other Apogee, but does he look like someone significant? Like he's supposed to be important, rather than he just looks.
Um, Give me a knowledge check to see how much you know about Apogee and their
Got a
hierarchy.
16.
Is it what now?
Got a 16.
16. Because you are not proficient.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I am proficient in that.
Okay.
So that it would be a 26.
26. Okay. And
I
again,
should really
session
roll like
rolls, please.
girls.
Yes, please. Um, so with a 26, you have heard that the Apogee have a special class of warrior known as the Gear Corps. And as best you can tell, this guy is either an officer or one of those guys. Um, Sorry, he's either a section leader or a Gear Corps. but that's about all you can really glean with a 26 is that he might be one of these elite Apogee.
Gotcha. Uh, yeah, I would kind of approach slowly. Well, in a way that's not threatening. In a way that I am visible.
Mhm. As soon as you begin to approach him, this Apogee turns around and says, "You are one of the new ones. Do you have interest with me?"
That was a very interesting takedown that I saw. Of course, I had questions.
Well, should you ask, I may provide an answer.
So, is that a certain type of advanced telekinesis? What was that?
That was a it was a body slam. I do not. You did see me lift him off of the ground, yes. Though I understand if it was too fast for your perception.
Uh, is that something I can learn? Maybe as a way of getting more accustomed to you guys and learning more about you guys. It's all very interesting.
Your interest in our people does not go unnoticed. You have been monitored since you entered our port city. I cannot say one way or the other if you have the aptitude to understand or comprehend what it is that we do. But I've never been one to turn away a inquiring mind. So I will offer my name, and in return I would ask for yours. I am Gilport Findrin.
And I am Maharashtra. Nice to meet you.
I have not met one that looks like you before. Where do you hail?
That's an interesting question. Not quite from here at all, actually.
So if you are not from here, I'm presuming you mean I presume you mean Gilthea, which would be rather obvious. But something tells me you mean more than beyond our lands.
Farther than you can even think.
And give me a wisdom check, please.
Just flat wisdom,
Yes.
or got you. Actually, let me roll this like a core 4, like everybody else. Woohoo!
Oh man, you don't have an avatar anymore. You just got a token. That's fine.
Oh, session rules. Okay. Found it. What do you... Would this be something I'm proficient in, or is it just that flat roll?
Just a flat roll.
Gotcha. Got a 10.
You got a 10. All right. So with a 10, Findrin will say, "Ah, you do not hail from this world at all. Tell me, where is this
Place?
hold on. 1 second, 1 second. My apologies. What is this Elfinra I hear singing in your blood? That being your homeworld.
You mean my war song?
No, this is not. This is not your battlefield aura. This is a land. Nowhere on this world. I've searched our collective, and we have scoured this planet. Elfinra is not a name that I am familiar with. Could this be where you hail from? I
It
am
is.
sensing that you are disconnected. This is something we must address before you can endure training.
Maybe on our way there, I can give you more information. I do recollect some of it. I've
Very
even
well.
got tattoos to show.
This is intriguing. You have my attention. Let us travel to the warfield, and we will see what you are capable of learning. And on that note, we will pop back over to the Wondox.
As he's moving and grooving. Wondox is gonna send out a simple message. He's gonna state through the psychic link of the group. Hey, I'm gonna go check on what's his name? Lucky Roo? What's his name? Lucky Sweet, right?
Tweety, uh, Tweeny, Tweeny Avern.
Okay, Sweetie of Heart. Okay. So Wondox will talk through the mind link that we have. Hey guys, gotta hit up on our fellow aspect. Gonna go check out a guy named Sweetie Vern. Is everyone else busy or does anyone want to come along with me?
Oh, was that to the general public?
The
Yeah,
general looking for
Uh,
Asterisk and
Zevril
Company.
will manifest out of your shadow, I guess, since he's waiting.
Berber. Oh, hey. You're fast. All right.
Or wherever direction they weren't looking, Aster was there. So when they look at the direction, they just see him.
Why do y'all need to just do that? Just walk normally. You just teleport in front of me. Why do y'all need to park where I can't see you? You know what? Never mind. Let's just go. Let's just go. Go.
Zevril would
let's
just look
park
at
it.
Aster and shrug.
Aster had an eyebrow arc because he had no idea what he was talking about.
Right, like
So when
Zevril
Zevril
just
gave him
looking
that look, it was
confused, like,
like, oh, okay.
what
He's
is
like, you
this
don't
man
understand either.
talking about? Exactly. Like, what? You don't get it either. Okay.
I'm just gonna ride on my hoverboard that was formerly a condor, and that was formerly a hat.
Okay.
Bert's gonna be so disappointed.
Sir, I made it a hoverboard. You better come your ass down. You made another hat and then tell me where's this hat. No. Messing with my aesthetics. You gotta learn to get the colors right.
You sent me a black hat. I wear blue and gold. What is wrong with you?
If anything else, like purple green. Dear God, you had it black. Ugh. Never once. You've never seen me in black.
What is this, brother? What is this?
What is the color? Ugh.
It goes with everything.
Not even in my changeling form when I wear black. Ugh.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Also
So
relative.
we are gonna head to the Sweeties.
Okay, so you guys are gonna head down towards the Port Authority. But before you arrive there, we are going to switch briefly to Vyrtuous and Mojo, who are currently engaged in conflict with, or rather, I'm sorry, Vyrtuous, who is currently engaged in conflict with Mojo as a spectator. And I need a AC for my Virtuoso.
Oh man, what is my AC? Is trash actually. For all this power, I'm surprisingly easy to hit. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ask: is my flat buff still up? Because I did just like, yeah, it's just normal.
I mean, if you're walking around like Gojo permanent reverse curse technique, then sure, yes, it's up. But
Do you know my do you know my pod?
yeah, I know your pod, sir. I understand. So, so we got.
Yeah, like if they're gonna do that, I'm just like, which way to the library? Since you've chosen your opponent.
Vert's currently like side flipping through the air, flicking his glaze, spinning it around, flourishing it in a figure eight. But in the mind link, he's like, this was really supposed to be you, and I didn't plan for this, but the library I think is over. I have no idea where it's at actually. I don't even know there's a library here.
You're in the wrong district for a library. Focus.
Oh, he's in the mind link too.
Huh. Well, then well, you guys are gonna do this. I mean, I came for a scrap, and you chose the mage, so I have to go do the mage's work.
Young prince, you are welcome to walk inside, but this maggot must prove himself to me before he is allowed to go anywhere.
This is even the training grounds? This is the doorway? Oh, please go in, Mojo. At least I can enjoy it vicariously through you.
Yep. Don't be alarmed. Just a lot of studying needs to happen, and I am going to walk away. But as I'm walking, I'm starting to like duplicate as we all kind of go in. One of me has glasses, the other one seems to automatically have a book. Like we're going in. Someone's taking notes. He's just
And
like,
believe it or not, I don't have an AC. I don't think I've ever written that down. I've just been getting hit every time.
So it's 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
plus 50.
Oh, okay. 10 plus, you said dex mod?
Mm-hmm. Plus dex mod
So that's
plus
15
proficiency.
plus proficiency. So that's 7. So that's 22. Plus 50 is crazy. I'll just put that to the side for the Mojo.
Mm-hmm.
So AC is 22. I don't know if the Maha pendant affects that.
Maha pendant, um, if you choose to activate it, would assist. Yes.
Hmm. Well, let's keep it fair for now. This poor guy has no idea what he's doing with.
I think he
And so
does. That's why I gave you the 50.
um. So and so you said your total was what? 72.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Dun, 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 dun.
By the way, you know how in like general high level martial arts, the
Mhm.
first couple seconds can tell you a lot about the person,
Yes.
whether they're aggressive, defensive, their footwork, if they leave themselves open, things like that.
Mhm.
If they're like generally better than you or not. Did I pick up anything for our first like engagement? Like, does this guy seem like he's going to be a challenge compared to fighting a Maha for a decade?
This dude is
Oh my God, those rolls!
uh, from your sparring, or rather from this back and forth in this exchange, it is very apparent to you that this man's fighting style does not leave very many openings, as you have not been able to get close to touching him. But he has come very, very close to putting paws on you several dozen times.
Oh, wow. Huh. Okay, okay. I'll admit, you're not bad. You're not bad. He's saying that kind of like masking the extra exertion he's putting in now, adding the razzle dazzle to attacks, vaulting off the glaive into the air, trying to flip around. And I am an abomination, right? So would it really freak you out if I? And he would grow two manticore tails, or I guess scorpion tails. Do something like this. Oh, this feels way better actually.
Okay. When you spawn the scorpion tails, um, he puts his glaive away, or rather, he tucks his glaive behind his back, and two chitinous blades jut forward from his forearms, and he rushes you. Since you wish to be disrespectful, I guess I'll have to take you seriously from this point forward.
That's what I was hoping for. He would actually let the
Wands?
glaive.
Wands?
What are these rolls? Oh my God.
See, that
He's
50 is
just
helping you.
rolling terribly.
That 50 is saving you.
It is. It really is. Yo. And Vert would have the audacity to put the glaive away, even though knowing that's nerfing him. But
Sir.
nah. He pulled out some blades, and he calls me disrespectful. I'm gonna grow some blades.
Like, you're just gonna see one version, like the actual Mojo is like looking at you through the door with a face palm.
In the mind, like what? What? He started it.
Just take this serious.
I would be, but I can't cast any spells. And besides, I
Who's
for some
that?
reason this feels oddly natural using these tails. I can't fully explain why.
Oh, use the
Well,
tail.
maybe you could do it.
I don't know. Shit. Like he's missing now. Like he's figuring you out. Like it's gonna be bad when he hits you. And do you think he'd be called a maggot's worse? I mean, what
Okay.
against maggots, man?
I would tell you to advise me then, but he can probably hear us in the mind link, so I'm gonna do this my way. And
Get
Vert would
creative.
actually Vert would actually lunge forward and start mixing it was a very acrobatic fighting style. A lot of flips and a lot of movements off both his feet and his hands. But he was lashing out almost like a snake with his tails, constantly striking with one tail to raise his guard, and use his other tail to try to strike in a blind spot that he created. And if that didn't work, he'd land out of his tumble in a sweep motion with his legs, converting right from the sweep into another handstand, spinning into a windmill to slash him with both tails at once, like a buzzsaw.
Okay. Give me. We'll call it 4 attack rolls. With. So the you're rolling with your tails, which would be we'll let you use your intelligence since you manifested them.
Oh, thank God. All right, my mind is an 8.
Yes. And so you're rolling with a
60.
plus 16. You said your mod is an 8, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're rolling with a plus 15. My apologies. Which means plus 15 is 3d12, 1d10, plus 14.
Okay, so we got 3d12, E12 plus 1d10, E10 plus 15.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use that Maha pendant right now, but you know what? Nah. I'm already getting enough help. And I'm prideful. Gonna put a space. Fix that. $42. No explosions.
Okay. Now, iterate that 3 more times.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Hey, that's more like it. Ugh. Such a wide margin.
Need 1 more.
Oh, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Respectable, respectable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one of the tail whips hits. So you do manage to sting him 1 time.
Woo.
Um, and
Oh.
on the other hand, manages to catch you twice, which is the reason why you only got 1 of the stings off. Because when you did the handstand into the tail whip, he managed to kick your hand out from under you as you stung him the first time, causing your second tail to miss. And then he kicks you in the side with or rather, he doesn't kick you in the side. He stings you in the side with his thorax. Thorax?
Is it the abdomen? Abdominal
It's
stinger?
it's
Or is it the ones off his forearms?
The ones off of his butt.
Oh yeah, abdominal.
Yeah, okay, abdominal signal. Sorry. Um, so he, uh, so you did your flourish. You were getting all fancy. You did your little Wukong handstand thing, and uh, in that moment, you felt yourself slow down just a tick, which gave him the room to sweep your hand, and then between his legs, the his abdomen would jut forward, and a stinger would hit you in the side with an impact that moved you 10 feet.
Ouch.
And you would take um well, firstly I need a DC 28 con.
He's gonna auto succeed that.
Oh, thank you, Mojo. Because otherwise I would have auto failed.
Yeah, he has a plus 50.
You're right. So um so you're going to take
Oh, was it a poison, by the way?
my god, yes.
Uh,
You
Oh
are
my god,
supremely
amazing.
lucky.
Yo,
Supremely lucky.
he got 2 1s and another
He
one and then
he
another
got
one and then a
4
2.
1s out of
Yeah,
7 dice. He rolled 4 1s and a 2.
marvelous.
So another question that I have, just for him being in my space still.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm like not in there, but is he still going to regenerate that 15
Yeah.
at the start of his turn? Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, and apparently you're immune to poison.
And advantage on Constitution saving throws. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me of my own core talents. I appreciate you. Because I totally forgot. Either way, though, Bert would have he'd have taken the impact right in the side from the singer, be pushed backwards, tuck in with the momentum into a side roll, and spring off his own tail, set side flip onto an adjacent wall, sticking onto the wall and kind of holding the area where he's wounded. You gotta admit, this is pretty fun. And I don't know what you get on with the abomination thing. This is actually weirdly natural for me. Looking at the 2 tails. I came here to learn. You
I have
decided to be a
never
pretty
once
judgmental jerk.
I have never once referred to you as an abomination. I have only ever called you a maggot because
Oh,
you are a
yeah.
child.
You know, translations can get kind of cross. So, maggot in common tongue is absolutely an insult. But then I guess that might be considering that an insult might be considered an insult to your people. So I get, you're not wrong. Wait, no, that's what Wondox always calls me child. I'm an adult. He'd lunge right back at him, tail out, spin kicks and everything.
Tail out spin kicks. When you lunge back at him, you feel this sense of supreme dread as you realize that there's not any way that you don't have a way to divert your momentum in this particular moment, and uh, this um, this gear dock, you see his 2 underarms unfold from across his chest as he grabs both of your legs, both of your
Oh,
tails,
oh my god.
and slams you directly into the sand.
Oh my god. Damn. Vert not only felt it, but he saw it from the perspective of the Mojo that was still watching him. So he saw it in, like, from his own view and Mojo's view at the same time.
Like, ooh.
Okay, so you took uh, 'cause I didn't put any strength on. I'm sorry, but you took uh 68 points of damage.
68 points of damage. That puts me at 33 HP.
Apparently, Maha
What's the
says
con mod?
He's not using
My
your
con
your pendant at the present moment.
Yeah,
No,
he's
no. I just need his con mod.
it's 5. I got 20 con.
Which gives you an additional.
Multiply that by 4 really quickly. You could have 180 extra HP on top of whatever you have now.
So on top of my 101, I should have 180. Let me put that in parentheses.
Yeah.
oh yeah, and you had a 50 to health for shields.
Oh, and if you shielded, your con times 2, you reduce all damage that you would take.
Okay, so this slam broke your shield, which is the first time that has happened since the concept of shielding has been introduced to you guys. Uh, well, I'm sorry, since leaving Urum Shard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it happens in such a way that your like the wind is knocked out of you and you lose consciousness for half a second. Like like as you bounce off of the ground, you kind of black out for half a second, but you see yourself as you actually hit the ground the second time. And then as you roll over, you will see the gear doc holding his lower right hand out to you. You are capable, but you get distracted by conversation entirely too much.
This is not the first time I've been told that. You would accept the hand, rise back. Did he give me the Super Mario treatment? Like, did he knock away my power ups and shit?
Yeah.
Do I normal again?
Yes, he did.
He slammed me out my transformation. Oh my god. Ouch. You gotta show me that. If I can't go inside, then I'm gonna be bothering you so much. I want you to know that because that was amazing.
You have
Ow.
proven yourself. Go in and learn.
Okay. All right. Great. Great. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna sit here for a moment.
If ever you need or would like a personal lesson, I am Gear Doc Windren, and I oversee the warfields. So,
Well, I am Lord Keeper Virtuous, and I am honored. Thank you. There's like a wheeze with his voice.
and with that, we will. Oh, I'm sorry. As that is happening, Maharashtra and Gear Gearpak Findrin, I believe I said his name was. No, you've got Gear Doc Rendrin. He's got Gear Puck. Gear Puck? What your name is? Findrel. Sorry. Yes. So Maharashtra and Findrel pull up to see Vert getting slammed into the ground and losing his tails as well as his antenna. Um, and uh, and shaking hands with Rendrin at the same time. Do you have anything that you would like to do in this moment, Maha?
Uh, during the moment that he saw Vert slam into the ground, like before the handshake,
Mm-hmm.
I think he would have like instinctively uh popped his terror war song in a means of trying to protect Virtuous.
Okay. When you pop your war song, you, or as you're about to pop your war song, you hear the exoskeleton of Findrel shifting in response. And if you look in Findrel's direction, you will see that the arms that are folded across his chest have uh, loosened their grips on the opposite forearm and have moved towards his waist. And uh, these wings begin to kind of unfurl from his back. If you're here to learn, I suggest you stay where you are.
Uh, I'll probably not have heard him in probably within like half the dash, I would assume, is right when the handshake starts. And then I would like as I see the handshake, I think is when the war song would stop.
Okay. And as you see the handshake, like I understand that you dashed.
Yeah.
Findrel is a half step ahead of you, and there is the flat of a blade is resting across your chest. Be careful. Things in this city do not happen for no reason, and us Gear Corps typically know why things are the way they are. It would be unfortunate if we had to fight you so soon after you docked. Seriously. Diplomatic incidents are not foreign to the Gear Corps, and all too common for aspects. Do try not to live up to your expectations. And on that note, we will pop over to the Port Authority as Wondox, Zevril, and Asterisk are walking into the large ornate house that leads to the western dock. On the inside, you see lots of uh, lots of a few dragonborn, a lot of tabaxi and aircocra working on different sized boats. There are some working on dinghies, a few working on skiffs, and out one of the docks, one of the ports. Yeah, at one of the docks, you see a merchant ship being constructed, or what you can only assume is a merchant ship being constructed, just based off of the size of the ship and the progress that's been made on the hull. It's probably about 60 to 70% complete, and there are stairs on the far right wall that lead up to a second story rail where this large ornate black and gold door is partially closed. Well, set of double doors are partially opened, and you can hear, I don't really care about who came into the port. If they won't pay their fee, they won't get their documents approved. That's just how things go here.
He sounds chipper.
What y'all gonna do?
I'm gonna knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Who is it?
A traveling cleric and his companions looking for a weenie.
I am not familiar with that voice. So to you I am Lord Avern. What brings you to the Port Authority, and what can I do for you?
I hear you have information on a friend I would like to acquire. Oh, well, not a friend. Let's say a person I would like to become associated with.
Uh-huh. Does this person have a name?
I believe her name is Jamila.
When you say Jamila, you can see him, like he scrunches his face. And what business have you with Jamila?
She is part of our association, and we are looking for a lost.
I am not aware of any association that Jamila has beyond the Imperial Court and myself.
Do you know the term aspect, my friend?
I am aware of them.
We are them.
Then I will kindly ask you to fuck off.
And she is also one.
And I have said what I meant. Fuck
Let
off.
me ask you one simple question. With a coin of some value, change your mind.
Do you even have your papers approved yet?
Almost done fully, sir. Just waiting. We have a new ship, so you know how new ships take their time to get paper fully flexed.
You came in on that
Yeah.
colossal vessel?
Yes.
He rubs his forehead. I guess I have to be diplomatic since it is my job. Welcome to Gilport. I am Or Tweenie Avern. I understand you are looking for a compatriot of mine, though I am not inclined to provide her information to you solely because you are aspects.
May I ask any reason why that is an issue?
Not so much that it's an issue, as it is incentive.
So, may I ask, is there any kind of favor or material good that can sway just for like a location? So that, let's say we can meet your associate. Introductions only, nothing more than that.
Jamila is almost always in the Imperial capital.
Mm-hmm.
So, go there. This is Gilport. You still have another 200 miles to travel before you hit the Imperial City.
Okay. I appreciate the conversation, sir.
You can leave my office whenever you're ready.
I begin to leave his office because he was so nice. Ta-ta.
Aster is a little bit slow to follow, making prolonged eye contact, but he did follow as well, without a word.
Okay. Apparently we need to go to the damn capital city. Ugh. Which is beyond my knowledge. I've never been personally. And Zevril, this is your first time over this way, isn't it?
Mm, It's my first time being here.
Oh yeah. God, okay, so we gotta figure out someone to lead the direction for that damn city. So that we can go meet this missing member of the group. God, why are they so much of a hassle to say hi to? Why can't it have been in a tomb or in a cave or in a prison or in a shard of block of ice? That was conveniently there.
Hey, Soul, can I ask a quick question?
Yes, of course.
Have any of my summons been here? Like, has Indy been here before? Would he,
If I pulled out Indy's like actual body, would it be able to guide us, or Enzaga, or any of them?
Um, one of your um, one of your subordinates has been here before, and I shouldn't have to tell you who it is. Just think about it for a second, and then think about all of the undead that you have, or rather your significant uh, subordinates.
Would it be sensation?
I'm squinting because I feel very, very stupid because I don't think it would be Enzaga, right?
You're correct.
Um, it wouldn't be Gitizan
No.
because we know where he's stationed.
Mhm.
If it wasn't Indy, because I feel like he would have said if it was Indy in that moment, I thought it would have been Indy because Indy seems very well traveled. But if it's not Indy, the only person I would think to guess out of my summons would be Savise Squint
Yes, you are correct.
because of Desert City theme, but I didn't want to make that weird association.
The most obvious association is the one that you didn't want to
I
make.
didn't want to
I understand. I
assume, but yeah,
understand.
because I mean, she's a human and they're ants, but yeah, she's from a
Yeah,
desert
there
city
have been
too.
humans.
Yeah,
There have been plenty of humans in these streets. It's just I didn't mention any of them in like. No, actually, matter of fact, Avern is human. Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
so it was not human. I take it.
Then when Wondox is asking about a guide, I would quite literally open up my shadow and call out for Civice to guide us.
Okay.
Whatever the orders, boss. So long as the coin is good, I got you back.
Okay. I'm assuming the dogs in Port Town. I don't know if they're just gonna let us fly the dog over there right now. Ugh. We'll check with the dog captain, I guess, and see. Okay.
No,
So I
no,
guess
The
the dog is
dog
staying where the
captain
dog
is
is.
me.
the dog is staying where the dog is. Okay,
Yeah, the
then
dog's staying where the dog is. The dog is
okay.
in port.
Okay, how about this? I have a vehicle I just got. It could probably help us across the sands real easy. So yeah, we could probably just go there. I got something new.
Wondox, I would like to toss out that the dog captain is standing next to you.
He said the dock captain, I believe.
Okay, I was so
No,
confused. I thought this
no,
man
no, we
said the
left.
dog captain.
No,
I was like, bro, I'm right here.
we left him. We left him. He's kind of a dick.
Wow.
No, not the dog. The doc captain's kind of a dick.
Then yes, I agree with that. But I wasn't gonna say anything. Zevril was quite literally just watching to see how you handle diplomacy for once instead of him handling it. He took notes.
Cool. Talk. See what happens. Throw your word out. Say who you are. If it doesn't work, go plan B.
Oh, he did not
Okay.
like how you handled it.
I'm not about to care. It got a result. Again, Wondox is Amanda's list. As long as I get a result, I don't care how it goes down. Oh God. Also, hey, Zevril, just because I'm thinking of dumb things right now, did you ever get that gear thing figured out?
Did I ever get you cut out? Did I ever get
That gear thing figured out?
the cog? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I threw it into the sun.
Okay. As long as you got that figured out, Chief. Alright. Alright, well then you're gonna love the vehicle I got. Then that's gonna be there once we get everyone out the side of the city. Because I do not want to pop it off in the middle of the city.
Zevril squints at him, realizing that this is like the first time he's had a chance to talk to Wondox as they're walking through the city. And he would look at him and stop. Kind of like shifting the conversation, he'd go, "Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it comes to team stuff, I'm pretty passive unless you guys come to me and you make requests for like some items, stuff like that, or I think of something that I want to make for you guys. However, I recently realized I can do something that can benefit all of us, but it requires you as the source. You would have to be willing to, I guess, share your power with me. I don't. He kind of scratches the back of his head. I don't know. I'm still new to this. I tapped into
Just,
Muse on accident.
just tell me what you're trying to do.
I
Just tell me the details, buddy.
He would manifest one of his wisps in his hand, and he's just like, I can give you this and share your power with everyone else. I got these from Mojo, I think. I don't know. These are so interesting, but I'm realizing I can you're able to do things that I can maybe help all of us do. I don't know. I'm still working out of the details. And he kind of shrugs.
I mean, I feel like I never really kind of shared this with y'all, but y'all can keep up with it if y'all wanted to, like running wise. You know that, right?
Huh? I don't run.
Okay.
You see me on a regular basis.
Okay, so let me put this out there. if y'all run with me when I run, you can do anything I do already. The gloriness of freedom is that it passes along to everyone. It does not stay singular.
You see a look of kind of embarrassment on Zevril's face as he goes, "Yeah, so I'm not really talking about that. Um,
Gotta be more specific than man, because I assume you're talking
you
about my
know
power, but I'm
how you know how Indy has everybody's biometric data onto the ship because that's how I have everything coded for security purposes.
Yeah.
I've gone through everybody's blood work. Your blood work is very interesting." And he kind of just looks at you
You
in a
want
way. He's
my
like,
father's.
"You're five. Get if that's what that is."
It is. Because I know you're not talking about my mother, because a changeling is not common.
Whatever that means. He's just kind of looking at you. It's like I wouldn't have guessed or known whose power was whose, but yeah, I guess sure that.
Okay. I was about to say it. If you think you can handle it, sure. But I do put out the fact that if you can't handle it, I believe someone once said it could burn you.
Zevril would nod and go, "Got it. Okay. Thanks. I'll give this
You
to
need
you. I
something.
think this is how this works."
Mm-hmm.
And you would watch as he takes his hand and puts the wisp on your chest, and his hand kind of shimmers for a second as like this energy enters into your body.
Mm. What do I feel as this energy is going about?
Well, as the construct makes contact with your skin, it is similar to the sensation of your Celeron matrix,
Mm-hmm.
except it feels deeper. And if you give me a insight check, I will provide more information.
Okay. Just roll it in the roll 20.
Yeah, you can do roll 20 or you can do session rolls. It's up to you.
I literally have it open. It's just right there. I'll do it easier there.
Okay.
Insight. Wacha.
Nice. Okay.
I guess is it a 24 to 37?
We'll take 37.
Okay,
Uh,
that's so or along with it,
yes. So
make it 61.
you said what?
61. Then
61.
that 37 is nat 20.
Ah, yes, yes. And then you boosted.
Mm.
Understood. Um. So, with a 61, you can feel due to all of your alters and your changing nature, you are aware of the presence of these nanoscopic creatures or constructs that are that have taken to erecting domiciles within various air cavities in your body. And they're doing so in such a way that you're almost certain that you changing form will not disrupt them.
Okay. Okay. Please make sure they don't stick around too long. I already have talked to Mojo about these things.
If you don't want it, I can just. And he snatches the wisp back.
No, I just want to make sure you're not going to be doing what the prince does and leaving it in there without telling anybody.
If you notice, there was a whole reason why I asked.
All right? It's fine. It's fine. Just don't go crazy with it.
He would look at Wondox and smile, and you'd see he'd look very hopeful for once, like you've given him a new way to help out, a new way to feel somewhat useful.
And we will check in with Mojo, who is inside the war grounds.
Yep. I've been put on desk duty, and I'm one of me is peeking out. The rest of us are scouring, looking for the info.
What info are you looking for?
Let's go back up because I got a list in mid fight. I got a list mid fight to see if I could find anything in here.
I might be able to copy paste it.
Yeah, yeah. Could you do that? Yeah, I'm looking on, I guess, lifestyle histories, the growth cycles, common food, their ancestries, um, DNA. I'm guessing that's a little thing that I guess I'm doing. I guess the physiology, psychic powers. Jesus Christ,
My
motion,
God, sir.
do they? Yeah, like
Yeah, Vert sent him all this in the mind link while they were fighting because he said, "You have any questions?" And Vert was like, "Actually."
just like that's why I made so many clones. I was like, I'm gonna need more clones. Yeah, yeah,
Oh
it's
my God. Okay. All right. Excuse my life. It is. Uh, I would need a history check for all that.
crazy history.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, you can also use investigation if that.
I would prefer to use investigation, but while I am doing this, I'm just gonna make it nice and neat. Like as we're doing this, people are gonna be like, "Oh hey," and like as the shield breaks, I just gonna like, "Oh cool, I got more space to free up," and I'm just gonna double my stuff to 100. So it's just 100 base off rip as we're going around looking.
Okay. So as you are going through the records and the logs, uh, you are approached a couple times by attendees and asked if there's any assistance that you need. However, you're unsure if you should tell them that you are researching their species and their history, or rather, they're just what makes them tick. Um, though you are able to ask about um, where you are able to ask about the history. Um, how they function is something that is a relatively close guarded secret. Um, though you will freely learn and that they are a dictatorship effectively. The word
Yeah.
of the Empress is law, and no Apogee has ever denied the Empress, save for uh, Gear Corps members, and those are only in extenuating circumstances. Uh, Historically speaking, the Giltian, or rather the Ozgili, the the Giltian Empire, or uh, the Osgilian Empire, has been the primary, or rather the secondary power of Gilthia for the last 2,000 years. And despite the lifespan of Apogee being about 250 years, Giliki has apparently been Empress the entire time. Like, there's never been a record of succession, or rather, you can't find any record of succession while you are doing your research. Um, though you do find several dozen references to over 100 different princesses in that same time frame.
Mm.
Um, you find references to princesses, but you don't find any names attached. You just this many princesses were born, this many princesses were born, this many princesses were born.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Do I know if they kind of still operate similarly to how ant piles, like minor ants, act?
You would if there was a reference for ants on Jarmado beyond the Apogee. Um, Above board, yes, they function like ants, but uh, in world, they are the only insectoid species in Jarmado. Uh, there are smaller bugs, but they're not ants. You've seen regular spiders, giant spiders, uh, various beetles, but nothing that resembles an apogee on a smaller scale.
Okay, okay. And I'm like, as this information is coming into my head and going out, it's going from all the clones. They're just being funneled back into the lore master. It's just like, take all of this. This is nasty. I don't like this. This is tedious.
I don't like this. Vert somehow has stars in the mind link. He's like, ah, I got it. I got it.
And he's just like, I'm getting the history, but it's kind of hard to ask them about like their how they function. And I don't want to smooth like the ants to get to know them that well.
I thought
I,
you were going to fight them.
I wanted to fight, but
We
you
came, we came here to learn about their fighting styles. I was going to go
here
lore
to,
keep while you were fighting.
I know, but we switched jobs. You know, it's nice to switch jobs every once in a while, but I want my job back.
And look how that worked. My neck.
Yeah, yeah, and you know my head. There's a lot of books in here.
Yeah,
There's
let's
like
switch that.
15 of me right now. I would like to be one.
Definitely, yeah. Tag out.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna swap through, and I'm just gonna peek my head back around the corner as the rest of me kind of fold into each other as we tag, and I'm just like, so can we run the ones? Is that something that can happen?
That'll happen next time on episode 29 of Aspects and Onwards. For now, that will do for everything that we have for you. If you enjoyed tonight's episode and festivities, please consider dropping a like, hitting that subscribe button, and pressing that bell notification so you get notified anytime we do anything here on the channel. This has been Aspects and Always. I have been your host, Soulsym Mirak, and with us this evening, Production Master Zevril.
Death is just a necessary part to life.
Lore Master Vyrtuous.
I didn't do a Zevril impression last time. Next time. I'll do a better Maha impression too. I promise.
Speed Master Wondox.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster.
Clone Master Mojo.
It's Clone Master Mojo Esquire, scribe in training.
Last but most assuredly never least, the Child Master Maha.
Now, why you have to take on
Wait,
my
wait,
title?
hold on.
Why you took so long to talk
Hold
take
on.
on my title? I had something else to say, but I had to point out the title.
Demoted to Child Master. Yo, we gotta fix
I had a whole nother thing to say.
Now you said
like-
you said child master, and he heard someone better squabble up.
No. They talking a whole lot of crap for a planet so blow upable.
Dun, dun, dun.
Interesting. On the 7th, so next Monday, we, I believe, have the return of Showdown. And then this coming Tuesday, we're recording things again. And then this coming Thursday, we have the second episode of Mysterious Dungeon, or Descent into Insanity, specifically. And then we'll be back next week with episode 29 on Friday. So you gotta look out for all those things. And tune in when you can. Till then, till next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and have a wonderful evening, everyone. Good night.